You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
So I just want to say this ahead of time because I know I've seen these comments directly underneath videos that I've done before over the course of years. To the ones who have either called me a simp or who are just going to stay in the background and not say nothing. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, it's haters like y'all that make sure to give 1 to 2 to 5 extra views directly to this channel. Like I said, you are in the exact same boat as the black women who state that they have a huge disdain for black women. I'm not sure why it is that you guys can't just seem to like get along and just basically marry each other and be happy. But for whatever reason, you guys can't seem to find each other. You guys are just like two blind individuals in the exact same room, handcuffed, and you still can't find each other. It's the craziest thing in the world. But like I said, much love, respect, and appreciation to y'all because you guys are the real MVPs that make sure to keep videos like this going and alive.
I don't think it's white folks. I think it's Negroes. I do not think this is white folks. It could be. It could be white folks. But I think it's Negroes. I think a Negro did this.
So I just wanted to bring this up real quick. So in my shorts content, I recently dropped a video, right? And if you happen to go to it and listen to it, you'll notice a song which is still Kissed by a Rose, right? And I chose that song for a very specific reason. One of the reasons was, it was one of my favorite songs when that Batman movie first came out, and that was the main song that was blasting, and that was my favorite song. I just love the tone of the song. I love the visuals of the song. I love how it fit, directly with the movie as well. And I felt that the song represented what I was trying to convey when it dealt with the image, which is love black women. And I of course expected the usual suspects to not see that video, to ignore that video, to act like it didn't exist. Um, the one thing that I kind of didn't, but sort of did expect was the comments from somebody who obviously is not who the demographic in the video is specifically about, right? And they wanted to state that love everyone, right? That's what they wanted to tell me, that hey, instead of just making this short, instead of just making this video about black women, why not just love everyone? Why not make a video loving every woman out here, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, why would I need to do that, right? My reply that I made to this person is this. So, Holly, so I'm supposed to love other groups of women who didn't birth or raise me. I'm supposed to care for another group of women who are not of my community. I'm supposed to love other groups of women who mock black women / copy them. And I'm supposed to love other groups of women who want to use me for my DNA / the survival of their group. If you really care, then tell the men of the other groups to make videos for you and other women. It's not my job to love you or to show any dedication to you and those other groups of women.
Ooh. Ooh.
And again, I'm just going to reiterate, this is not my first time that I've done videos like this or similar in the exact same vein. And I've received comments like this before. And I've stated for many years that it is not my job as a black man to directly go out of my way to show women of other races, love, support, respect, admiration, value. That's not my job. You're coming to me because you see what it is that I'm doing, right? And you find interest in that. Now, that's obviously telling me something that you're lacking because you're seeking that type of love, admiration, value, and respect directly from me. And you want me to do something that is the job of the men specifically in your community. That is the job of what those men should be doing, not mine. Like I said before, I'm letting you know exactly what it is that I look at. I'm letting you know what it is that I'm interested in. I'm letting you know what it is that I value. You can't see yourself directly in that. That's a personal problem. Again, that has nothing to do with me. Holly came back with a general response and said, cool, some black women are absolutely gorgeous and some are not. Character and value also plays a huge part. It's not just about color. Oh boy, let me tell you something, Holly. It's funny that you want to speak this way and you don't have a picture to speak of yourself. You're hiding directly behind the H, which is for a multitude of different words, which of that I'm not even going to use clearly on YouTube at this moment in time, but we're just going to stick with Holly. And you decided that you wanted to say that some black women are not attractive. And I'm just trying to figure out, where again do you come from? Again, let's do a comparison. Let's put your picture up against normal everyday black women. We can do with makeup or without makeup, and we can see how you would fare. And I promise you, you're not going to fare that well at all. You're not going to register that far when it comes to that list. You're just not. And you decided again, you wanted to take shots at a group of women who are not even looking or even peering into whatever direction you're coming from, whatever dark corner, whatever crime alley you are directly at, they're not even there. But yet you felt the
Another one.
to feel as though that you are judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to the beauty of black women. Amazing. Amazing. We've seen what the European standard looks like. That standard. Ooh, that standard. And then you said character and value also plays a part. So you're moving away from the fact that you decided to take a shot at black women, a group of women who don't even know who you are. You're not even on their radar. They're not even looking for you, but you decided to seek them out because a black man decided to put out a video and pictures and images of black women that that men will find attractive, which that in comparison you can't hold a candle to, right? And then you wanted to try to all lives the situation by saying, "Oh, it's more than just that. It's about the character and such of the person." Well, obviously, your character is clearly showing through this comment section because the hate that you have, the haterade that you have, is through, seeping through your comments and everything that you're saying because you are so far in your feelings that that more than likely the men who you are dating, who you are married to, who you are with, who you knew at one point in time, that they would not be looking at you the same way that they would look at the images of these black women. So you have that type of envy, you have that type of jealousy, and you also have that type of fear. All of that is coming directly through the comments that you are leaving, right? And then you wanted to, last but not least, you wanted to say, but oh, you know, it's not about color. What? Excuse me? Where are you coming from? Where directly are you coming from at this moment in time? You sound completely stupid. I clearly put images of black women out here. So obviously for me, I am looking at the melanation, right? Some of the most beautiful soil out here on this planet is volcanic, right? Which is melanated, which is black, which is dark, right? And it's the most healthiest soil. It helps to rejuvenate. It helps to further, the growth of plants. Whenever volcanic explosions, happen to different things in that nature. Look at Hawaii. Look at how beautiful Hawaii is. They're not doing that because of the sand is, let's say like white sand directly out there on a beach somewhere in Maine or whatever, right? It's you don't see a whole bunch of life and things growing directly from that. But when you look at Hawaii, Hawaii looks the way that it does because of the rich melanated sands, right? That are there because of that melanated soil that is there, right? Everything is able to live and grow directly from that. It is nurturing, it is caring, it is valuable. So, again, I'm clearly stating exactly what I've been stating.
Another one.
Next, in all of her hate, she decided to come back and she replied to Xavier, right? He basically says some things directly to her that she didn't like. And she was like, no problem. Enjoy the black things in your life. Now, what specifically do you mean by black things? Now, originally you were just saying that, oh, love all women and it's not about color. And then you wanted to start saying that, oh, you have some black women that are beautiful, then you have some that are not. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of hate in your soul, whole bunch of hate, 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 hate in your soul, Holly. Whole bunch of hate, right? And then she was like, just love what you love, but at the same time, stop the segregation. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. At any moment in time, right, that I've seen white women state that they love their white men and all of these things. I'm not telling white women, hey guys, it's cool that you guys love each other and everything, but why does it just solely have to be about white men? What about me as a black man? How about you love me too? We all desire love as well. You should love everybody equally. Yo, let me tell you something. Oh man, never in my days, never in my life, even if I was the most not loved, loneliest soul on this planet, I would never in my life go up to another woman and state that I desire or that I need to be loved the same exact way that you love the men of your community, of your family, that you're interested in. Never in my life. Never in my life have I said anything, anything of such foolishness. But yet, this is clear cut what she is stating because she's mad. She obviously is not, again, she's not getting the love, she's not getting the affection that she wants. And she feels that that should be shared amongst all women because all women, right, desire to be loved, but all women don't deserve to be loved the same exact way that black men choose and do love black women. Like I said, there's a difference and there's a reason. So again, there's no segregation about it. It's not. I'm going to love exactly who I love and how I decide to love them. Nobody out here is going to dictate or tell me how it is that I should do that.
Another one.
Oh, she wasn't done. She came right back through the list because people were coming directly for her. And she replied, okay. And I said what I said. I appreciate the beauty in black women that he pictured, but I also appreciate so much more beauty in the world. Wait a minute. So we're doing a competition now. So you're saying you're giving a backhanded compliment. You're saying that black women are beautiful. You're saying that you appreciate the women there. You should have just stopped there. But you were like, no, no, no. But there are far more, way more beautiful women directly out there. It ain't about any other women. Like I said, you're trying to move the goalpost. And instead of you just stating that you have personal reasons that you feel a certain type of way, you want to try to throw all the other women up here that still you don't have a shot in the dark of even comparing yourselves to. But yet you want to throw your hat directly in that ring. Again, we, I'm not even going to go there. We're going to just keep reading. But I also appreciate so much more beauty in the world, even if I'm not sexually attracted to them. It's just annoying when I see these videos because if, especially a white person, would comment on love white women, people would lose their minds, laughing my butt off. Actually, realistically, you might be talking about the minority of minority. Normally, people wouldn't care. I, as a black man, I'm not going to care if white men are like, "Hey, I love white women." I would not care. It wasn't that long ago where you had a white guy that did a video where he went all over like the 50 states and he dated a woman who represented that those 50 states. There was only one who decided to have a type of issue or a problem. So again, no, everybody wouldn't be losing their minds. Black men aren't out here sitting up here talking about, oh man, that's just wrong that you sitting up here saying that you should just only love white women. You should be loving, every single woman out here. You should be loving, the Indian woman out here. You should be loving the Peruvian woman. We're not doing that. We're not doing that because it has nothing to do with us, because we're minding our business again. Now, if you're talking about the minority that is directly out there where they have preferences and different things like that, then talk to them. Matter of fact, Holly, how about this? How about this? If you have a problem with me doing this video, tell some of the black guys out here who specifically state time and time and time and time and time again that hey, they have a preference for white women. Hey, they love white women. How about you get into contact with those guys and tell them to do a video that is specifically towards your group of women? How about that? I bet you won't do it though, right?
Another one.
And then Holly decided to come back and actually give a response to what it is that I stated. She said, SEIJIHITO, the second coming. Oh my gosh, you are so deprived. Yes, you should love other women who didn't raise you. I did, men and women of different races. They were a huge impact on my life. Maybe not sexually, but that's why I wouldn't like that video, because the color had to be in there. Just show the same video, but don't put a label on it. You don't have to be sexually attracted to them, duh. But don't make a video that says something like this: if white people did this, black people would lose their minds. I appreciate your attraction towards beautiful, strong black women and respect. That's what you're attracted to. Myself, I am attracted to a few different races, but mostly I base it off of character. So you went through all of this to basically state that you have this whole thing for women of other races. So, okay, so you're a guy. No problem. That makes it even more questionable as to why it is that you have a problem with a black man showing dedication, some type of affection and respect to black women. I'm a little bit confused on why it is that you're watching me that hard and you're trying to dictate to me what it is that I should love and like. Like I said, this whole thing is now confusing now. I don't know what I'm dealing with. I don't know if this is a man or a woman or it. I really don't even know at this moment in time, because I'm literally trying to pay attention to how it is that, the responses are being given, how it is that everything started off. And then you come down to this and it's like, well, I could be anything now. It's- like I said, um, this is 1,000% ridiculous. Like I said, if you have, uh, women directly in your life or whatever that you love, that's great. That's awesome. And then, go focusing on them, right? You saw the short, you didn't like it. And I keep telling people again and again, if at a moment in time that you don't like the content that I'm doing, you can freely just go to the little thing on my profile and you can just make sure to just block me so that you don't have to worry about seeing my content. That's all you have to do. It's that easy. Like I said, I've been recommending this to people for years, and I'm going to repeat how I said it. I've been recommending this to people for years. And, you know, people just seem not to want to respond back when I tell them that, it's you're a grown adult. You know how to walk out of an establishment or a business if you don't like what it is that's going on, or if it's not specifically catered to you. Again, you're walking into a business and you stated that you don't like it, but yet you feel that the customer is always right and you're trying to dictate to me how it is that I should do my content. You're a fool. You're 1000% a fool. If you love the women that you love, then why don't you sit up there and use the YouTube that you got? Matter of fact, while I'm talking here, let me just check something real quick, because I always find myself doing this whenever people want to leave a smart comment, right? So I'm going through Holly Forbes's YouTube and there's nothing up there. You joined June 24th of 2022. So you're talking all of this stuff going up and down the comment section, and you're not even practicing what you preach. You're talking about love all women and do this and do that, but you don't have no type of videos up even showing a hint of any type of love or dedication that you have for the other women out here. It don't take that much to put together a short. It don't take that much to put together a video. But like I said before, you're not the type of person to actually put in that type of work. You just want to stay in your anonymity and you want to dictate to people what it is that they should be doing. That's foolish. That's stupid. That's crazy. Like I said, those that can do. So this is clear cut why you here. And those that don't stay directly in the comment section like you. So again, for anybody else that got a problem with me doing videos just like this, I need you to clear cut actually fix yourselves when you come directly to this channel, because I will. If I see the comment, I will put a spotlight directly on you, and it ain't gonna be nothing good.
Now, find a new rival.
So just like I have stated previously before, right? I've stated that if at any moment in time that you as an individual have an issue with the people that you're dating, it is a you problem, right? And when I decided to do this video, I knew that at some certain point in time that I was going to have some people that were going to chime in to decide to state the things that they wanted to state, right? And then I ended up having two quote unquote black men who wanted to say some things, right? One stated, yeah, the facial features are nice, but let's be real, black women are the worst people on the planet. No thanks. Give me a Latina or a heathen, please. Which is crazy, right? Which is 1,000% crazy. One is known directly. Like I said, I ain't, if you want to date whoever it is you want to date, that's completely cool. But let's just get one thing straight here. Um, One does not realistically care about you, right? The other one has historically destroyed towns and cities, and you're talking about give you one of those. That's crazy. You don't value life. I'm just going to be real with you. You do not value your life at all. And also, let's just be 1,000% honest. If you decide to quote unquote get a heathen, right? Is that going to be the top of the pick? Is that going to be the freshest apple out of the bunch? Or is it going to be leftovers? Is it going to be a throwaway? Is it going to be one that somebody doesn't know? Is that same woman, is she going to come with any type of money? Is she going to have like any type of last name that actually means something, right? Something that you can formulate and actually use for yourself and benefit off of. 9 times, matter of fact, I'm sorry, 10 times out of 10, that's just not going to be the case. That's just not how it works out. It usually works out where you are the one that decides to get married to them. They'll have kids directly with you. If you have any type of money, any type of education, different things of that nature, they'll hold on for a little bit, see what else might, potentially occur, and they'll dip out. They'll dip out. And they'll more than likely find another black man, or they'll go right back to the men of their own and take those biracial kids directly with them. And you're stuck on child support and pretty much with nothing. Right. And then you're not going to bring up the fact that this is something that happened to you. Right. You're just going to continue on acting like that. Hey, well, she's just one individual. I'm just going to get it back out here and try again. But yet, if it came down to a black woman, you would just automatically quit immediately, which is completely crazy, right? So then you got another person at the bottom said, black women in the United States are trash. They are the worst women on the globe. I'll travel to another country to select one. And baby erasers at their finest, right? So the other thing I want to sit up there and state is this, and I've stated this in videos before for some of the black men out there. Let's try a little bit of being conservative with the women that you decide to select to sleep with unprotected, and stop going out here and just getting random women pregnant, and then you start crying about it and acting like people are treating you unjustly. Let's try doing something different. Let's try actually leading, right? And not just with the lower half, just, lead actually with your body and your spirit, right? Do what it is that you mean, do what it is that is within your spirit. So if you want a woman that you can deem a wife or treat well, then, go out there and be that man, right? Because realistically, as I've told people before, if you want to attract certain things directly in your life, then guess what? You got to be those things that you want to attract, right? If you want a certain type of woman, then you have to be that certain type of man that is going to attract that certain type of woman or women. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of guys are not willing to put in the due diligence and the work in order to do so. Right. And then turn around and just so happen to blame the women that they consistently run into, even though the fact of the matter is why it is that they're running into those women is due to the fact of what it is that they're calling forth from the universe. The universe is only going to give you what it is that you deserve. You can make as many wishes that you want. You can rub that bottle the right way, right? That doesn't mean that you're going to get what it is that you're asking for, right? What you ask for and what you deserve are two different things. If you're at a moment in time in life where you only deserve what it is that you can give, that's exactly what you're going to get from a woman. If you're at a moment in time in life where you've actually done the self-work, the self-reflection, you've built, upon yourself, you fixed a lot of those cracks, and then you also, leveled yourself up, then guess what? Chances are very great that you can just so happen to obtain a woman that is on that exact same level, right? Just saying. And also, I want to state this too for the guy that wanted to say that black women are garbage. You, sir, come directly from a black woman just like me. So if you're stating that all black women out here are pretty much garbage, then what does that say about your mother who gave birth directly to you, who carried you, who also raised you? Right? Or your sisters, right? Or your aunts, or your grandmothers, the people that came before you. What does that say about all of those women there? Are you going to sit up there and, slide that same branding and title directly over to them? Chances are you're not, and you would never say anything like that to their face. So, again, why would you make such an outlandish type of statement, which is completely stupid? I get that you want to state that the women that you've dated are a certain type of way. It is what it is. Also, I want to address another thing. One of these two guys wanted to, give a story talking about they ended up, losing somebody passed of which that they loved and stuff. I didn't ask for any information, right? Things happen in life. That's not going to make me change anything that I have currently stated directly in that comment section. I stand by exactly what it is that I stated. Like I said, that you know, no disrespect, but that doesn't mean anything to me at all. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Like I said, you wanted to throw a type of, hate or ill feelings that you have about black women directly out here. I made a response in defense of black women, and then you wanted to come back and be defensive, and you wanted to throw something that had nothing to do with the situation. And again, like I said, it is exactly what it is. I need people to manage their words more wisely when it is that they decide that they want to state these things, thinking that they're not going to get an initial response back from a content creator, somebody who basically is posting these videos. That's all I'm saying.